Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Fetch Quest podcast, where we talk about video games and more. I'm your host for tonight, Brewer, and I'm joined by my fellow co-host, Connor.
Hello,
Who the hell are you?
I am Connorbot.
Okay, so why are you a robot now, Connor? Is this like a new phase?
To assist in the expansion of the glorious Altman Empire, everything shall be roboticized. Ha, 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 ha.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Your Echo Fighter was here.
Okay. Alright, well, let's just...
We'll erase him. He's not meta-relevant anyways. He was slower and has heavier attacks.
Oh, poor bastard.
Yeah.
I guess in order to put him at peace, we should talk about the topic of today's episode, Kirby Planet Robobot.
Oh, yeah. I'll do a little synopsis for this game because unfortunately it isn't widely available anymore, which is a shame because in my opinion it's probably the best 2D Kirby game, and it's debatable whether it or Forgotten Land is just the best Kirby game in general.
Yeah, it's my personal favorite Kirby game.
Yeah, Forgotten Land is up there, but I just have way more fond memories with Planet Robobot, in all honesty.
Yeah,
a little synopsis for this game, and luckily it's simple. It's a Kirby game. They're always simple until he fights God for some reason. But Kirby is taking a nap like he always does at the beginning of his games, when all of a sudden this big mech and a bunch of robots come down. The world starts getting turned into mechanical stuff, like even the trees are metal now. And Kirby somehow sleeps through all of it, the adorable little puffball he is. And when he wakes up, now he has to go on a grand journey to figure out why the entire world was turned into like a mechanical version of itself. And he has to do his usual Kirby thing of run around, beat up a bunch of enemies and bosses, and use a bunch of cool copy abilities to do it. But now he also has a cool new ability, well, not really ability, but a mech suit that can use the copy abilities so he can wreck even more shit.
that's right. Kirby has now collabed with Gurren Lagann.
Yes, Row fight the power. Yeah.
I mean, it's accurate. You do use a lot of drills in the game.
Yeah, no, it was kind of weird because this is like, oh yeah, the mech that kind of takes after the personality of the person is like, hey, it's kind of like Gurren Lagann. And then they pulled out the big ass drill, and I was like, yeah, maybe the writers for this game were watching a certain anime at a certain time.
Hey, I mean,
that was a good one.
I'm fine with it.
I'm chill.
I personally haven't seen Gurren Lagann, but all I'm saying, if it's as good as Planet Robobot, I might have to check it out.
It is pretty fucking hype, so yeah, I would say watch it.
Let's go.
Yeah, but again, story for this game is pretty simple because just to cut to the chase a little bit with it, the reason the whole world is being turned into like mechanical version is capitalism.
Capitalism.
Yeah, it's capitalism. Greedy companies trying to take over, and also there's a couple of cool new characters. Like some of them, you wonder where they went, like Meta Knight, but then you even see like Mecha Knight for some reason. And then there are cool new characters like Susie as well, who is also showing up in the new Kirby Air Riders game. So that's very nice to see.
I'm very excited to main Susie.
Oh yeah. No, that's kind of the big reason we wanted to talk about Robobot, just because like we felt like riding around in the mech was similar to riding in Kirby Air Riders.
Listen, they haven't put Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube thing for Switch Online yet. We can't play the original.
Well, I have ways to that I'm not going to say for legal reasons.
Yeah, you own a GameCube.
Yeah, that's what we're going with.
That's totally what you're implying.
Yes. Well, I do own a GameCube, so. But getting back into the game a little bit.
Brewer.
What was that?
Brewer, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the GameCube, do you have Super Monkey Ball?
I do have Super Monkey Ball for the GameCube.
Dude, Brewer, you like Super Monkey Ball? Dude, I knew I fucked with
Oh
you.
yeah, I fuck with you, Connor. But you know what else I fuck with? The new copy abilities and Planet Robobot, because we have a decent new selection. Some of them are returning from obviously previous Kirby games, and also Triple Deluxe, like Mirror and Circus. We do have some really cool new ones, like probably some of the weirdest ones in the series, like Doctor and ESP, which I'm gonna be honest, were probably solely put in the game just to match with the amiibo functionality in the game. But they're cool
Yeah,
abilities.
I am Dr. Kirby, and I am saving lives.
Yeah. No, I really like all the new copy abilities in the game because all of them have like decent offensive like punch to them, and they don't feel like straight up annoying to use because you have like Kirby games, especially the older ones, are divided into two categories or like a couple categories with the abilities. You have like the really useful ability that you're gonna cry when you have to get rid of to like get an extra little thing with a different ability in the level. You have
Yeah.
the annoying ones that you can't do shit in, and you have to like basically almost hit yourself every time you use it to attack the enemy. And like single use ones, and then like the very just mid ones that don't do shit. But I think all the abilities in this game are like actually pretty solid.
I personally really like ESP because it's most likely a Earthbound reference.
Oh yeah, it most definitely is. I mean the little hat as well. And like the spin attack Kirby can do in the air, like that literally is just ripped out of Smash Bros.
Exactly. And it's very hype.
Yeah.
I also really like Mirror. I think it's really fun.
Yeah, Mirror's a lot of fun
to mess around with.
I do really like Archer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just
honestly,
just
a lot of the a lot of the new ones and returning ones like Circus are really fun in this game and are honestly just like a lot more fun than like, you know, just going like fire or sword for the 90th time.
Yeah, and I feel like they like a lot of the abilities, like especially in the 3DS entries, like Triple Deluxe as well, were like really up their game because even like abilities like Stone, which like I usually hate getting Stone just because like, oh yeah, I have to jump over an enemy, press B, then like completely immobile. Like it's useful in some sections, or it can be a little fun when like they put like a big ramp and they intend for you to like slide down it. Other than that though, it kind of sucks, but at least in this game you have a couple things, like you have like a little uppercut you can do with it. That's like a quick jab just to get rid of enemies that are in front of you so you don't have to turn into an immobile stone like every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Stuff like that's just kind of nice to see, to have some of the abilities get little revamps.
Yeah, and they have even more functionality when you are able to use them in combination with the mech suits.
Oh yeah.
Which this is where like Kirby Robobot, in my opinion, goes from like your standard Kirby game to like actually like peak, because the robot mech suit is such a great concept and it's executed like amazingly.
Yeah.
And like how it's used for like levels and combat, because like you feel like just like you have the exaggerated swagger of a robotic mech.
Oh yeah. I will say, like, I think the modern Kirby games, like starting with Return to Dreamland, they all kind of had that thing where like they have a big gimmick to try to pull people in for like marketing, but also this is Kirby's new thing. Like Return to Dreamland had like the ultra abilities, like big ass sword, big ass flames and stuff. Triple Deluxe had like the Hypernova, which was neat, but like it was kind of scripted for a lot of the level sections.
Yeah, that's one of my problems with that game. It's just that the Hypernova like gimmick just could have been used better.
But this gimmick is like, I feel like it's the most natural, which is kind of funny considering like the other ones were more like extensions of Kirby's abilities. This is literally a brand new mech suit. But I feel like it's the most natural feeling, and it actually adds the most to the levels because the mech suit has a lot of its own capabilities, but also it still can copy abilities like Kirby can. And all the abilities it can copy are like upgraded versions of the abilities you already have from Kirby. And actually a lot of them get some new functionality as well.
Yeah, so like with Cutter, where you know, as Kirby, you just throw a little like a boomerang sort of thing. In the mech suit, you get 2 giant buzzsaws that you can shoot out and like charge up, and it's so cool.
Oh yeah, no, it's really cool. The stone,
Yeah,
instead of like
my
turning into stone, that little fist attack I mentioned, like Kirby just gets big ass fist, and that's what he can punch stuff with.
It's so cool. My personal favorite is probably ESP though. I love the design of it is super cool and like the powers are awesome.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Not to mention
That's my other thing.
mm-hmm.
I was gonna say that's my other thing too. Is just I love how the mech designs are for each like copy ability. They're so like unique to each one.
Yeah, no, it feels so personalized because they could have easily just like changed up the colors for each of them, but all of them, the weaponry on the mech actually like changes up to match it because they couldn't get away with just like putting a different hat on it like they do with Kirby. But it gets different colors. Parts of the mech actually fully change. And sometimes you even get new accessories too. Like Spark gets like these cool like 80s themed sunglasses as well that really match the aesthetic of the ability. It's all just really cool, and the animations change up as well. Like ESP kind of changes to like be a little more floaty and like waves the hands around a bit like it's an actual Esper. It's just a really cool, and it also completely changes up the levels sometimes. Like if you get Wheel or Jet, you'll transition into like some like kind of racing level, not really a race, but like kind of a driving section to where you're driving through on the wheel, running over enemies and stuff. Or the Jet sections where it kind of turns into a shoot 'em up game.
Yeah, like a 2D shoot 'em up game. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, no, all the abilities are just so much fun to use, and on top of that, they add a lot of explorability to the levels because you'll see some like areas to explore, and then you're like, how do I get to that? You take the abilities of the mech suit, you get a certain copy ability, and now you can explore the level in a whole different way.
Yeah, it also allows you to like take advantage of some power up or like copy abilities that you couldn't really before, like with the Mike one, where beforehand Mike was like a screen clear copy ability where you could only use it like three times, whereas now if you have Mike and get into the mech suit, it becomes like just its own full like sound-based moveset, and it's so sick.
Oh yeah, no, it's really cool. Maybe if they make like another 3D Kirby game, like they could do that for Mike, give it a full moveset. Because I really like what they did with Kirby Planet Robobot.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's
because awesome. Because I feel like there's a lot of potential for Mike, and I do kind of wish it evolved out of being just a screen clearer, because there's already a lot of those like that.
Crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love and hate those abilities because sometimes it's nice when you like run into one, you grab it before the enemy like kills itself, because that's what they do most of the time, and then you just use it to clear a whole screen. But then after, you're just like butt naked and you got nothing to use.
Yeah.
It's like, yay! Now I get to go search for an ability again.
Yeah, it's definitely like leaves a lot to be desired. But something I do also want to touch on is like one of my favorite parts about this game is the aesthetic.
Oh yeah, slay Connor. Yeah, no, the world for this game is definitely probably the most unique one we've seen in the Kirby series so far, because it still has some of the tropes. Like all the Kirby games have like, okay, here's the desert area, here's the area that's kind of icy, the area that's kind of hot and spicy. But this game, even if it does kind of still have that, the mechanical theme feels like, it doesn't feel like just an afterthought or just like a new coat of paint they put on it. It feels like a fully thought out concept into like the levels, the enemies you encounter, because all of them have been, a lot of them have like a mechanical theme to them as now. Wispy Woods is called Clanky Woods now. Which I don't know if they were predicting a certain, let's just say, trend from this year, but kind of a crazy name in 2025.
It's definitely a crazy coincidence.
Yeah. Thank God they didn't.
But then you've also got
Clanker Woods.
That would have been really funny. But then yeah, you've also got like one of my personal favorites, Mecha Knight, which is, if the name didn't tell you, is just a robot version of Meta Knight.
Yeah.
Which I think is really crazy because like I think it like for people who have played Kirby games before, it does sort of like solidify Susie and like the Haltmans as like an actual threat because like they were able to like completely capture and roboticize Meta Knight of all characters.
Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy, especially after playing through the Meta Nightmare mode in this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
It's like, how did they do that?
Well, actually, I'm trying to remember. Did they? Like, I think they took the data from him and made a fighter based off that.
Well, I'm pretty sure after one of the refights, like the armor breaks and it reveals it's a Meta Knight, but I could be misremembering.
Maybe the Meta Knight does have a lot of mask breaks in his throughout the game, his series, or throughout the Kirby series, so it could just be that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, though, again, the whole mechanical part of the game, it doesn't feel like an afterthought. And it's a lot of fun to explore these levels.
Okay, yeah, I just looked it up. It is a mechanicized version of Meta Knight.
Mechanicized as in like they captured him and mechanicized him, or like
It says here. I'll just read off the wiki. Let's see.
what does it say?
When Haltman Works Company first descended on Dreamland, Meta Knight attempted to fight them off from the helm of the Halberd. Unfortunately, the invaders stopped him, and the battleship was downed after a single blast. Meta Knight tried to fight them off, but he was defeated and captured and mechanized by the Haltman Works Company to serve as a powerful enforcer.
Damn, that's kind of crazy.
Like,
especially
when you
considering
find out
the
your
Meta Nightmare
characters.
mode, he just wrecks through everything. Like, he doesn't even need the Robobot armor to just, like, destroy most of the obstacles, because that is one cool part about using the Robobot armor, is a lot of the, like, big stage hazards as well, like, oh, there's a big piece of land coming at you, you just punch it, you just destroy it, like, you don't worry about it. Instead of it being the thing that crushes you, you just destroy it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something on the foreground that's swinging around and about to hit you. Just blast it. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it's so sick. But all I can think of with that Meta Knight thing is like when you find out your goat is washed.
Poor Meta Knight. At least he does get his run back in Meta Nightmare.
Yeah. Which I do like that about the 30. I can't remember if they do that in like future Kirby games, but I do like that. Like the triple deluxe with DDD Tour and the Meta Nightmare mode. I think it's
Yeah, no, this game
like a really
this game
cool
has like
thing.
is jam packed full of content. Because also there's like the arena, the true arena as well, which actually includes some new bosses as well. So there's a lot to chew on here. Like 100%ing Planet Robobot, it can take you a minute.
Yeah, it definitely took me a minute, just with how much there is.
Yeah, because also throughout the levels, there's all the code cubes as well, which some of them are actually a bit cleverly hidden, to where I had to like look up a guide for like one or two of them.
Yeah, no, those were definitely like tough to find, but I think it's very worth it because you get like a extra secret level, which is like a sort of like, I guess, a remix of the entire world, and it's really awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely. Nah, I loved seeing it as kids, especially like after I took the time to get all of them. I actually fun story. I do remember on like, do you remember Miiverse on the 3DS?
I never used it, but yes, I do remember.
I actually remember, like, on some of the code cubes when I was stuck, I actually made a couple posts on, like, Miiverse to, like, ask for help. I was like, hey, guys, I'm kind of stuck. How do I get the third code cube in level 4-2 of Kirby Planet Robobot? And I actually had people, like, respond and help me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so thank you, Miiverse, for what you did back then.
So sad to see you go.
So sad. Oh man.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, I think I just want to talk about the worlds in this game a little more though, because like I do want to talk about like a personal favorite of mine, like Rhythm Root. It just like is such a fun world to explore.
Oh yeah, no. I think something I love in any game is just like the like levels or worlds that like use rhythm as a main mechanic. It's super cool.
Oh yeah, no, because there's also like a kind of casino level in a game you can explore.
We love gambling.
Gambling.
It's so cool.
Yeah, that and just like the like jazzy music in the background is nice as well.
True.
Oh, plus I want to
I
mention
personally,
for some reason in one of the levels, like QB from like the Box Boy games that was also developed by Cal Laboratories, like that's QB's just in the game for some reason. There's like a little Easter egg,
oh yeah, I remember that.
which I think is just kind of neat. And Kid Me was like, "Why is he here?"
Yeah. I personally am also a big fan of I think it's called Patched Plains, if I remember correctly.
Like
It's
like
like
a level.
it's like yeah, it's a world. It's called I found it. It's called Patched Plains, and it's like a it's the standard like grassland starting area, but I think it's a really strong introduction to like the to the game because that's where you sort of get used to like the foreground and background mechanics as well as the mech suit. And I think it's a really strong introduction.
Oh, definitely. The 3D effects in this game, like, kind of niche now because if they ever ported the game, we wouldn't have them anymore. But I did like the 3D effects in this game. It's like the foreground and background, the way you can move between both of them, actually like looked pretty nice with the 3D screen.
Yeah, it was a really cool effect.
Oh yeah.
It also was just like I'd say it gives it like the 3DS era games like their own like distinguishable mark, you know.
Oh, definitely. I'd say you know something else that like kind of distinguishes these games as well.
What?
Like along with the code cubes you can collect, there's also like all the little stickers and stuff you can in area, which like Triple Deluxe had the keychains, but I really like the stickers because a lot of them were like really cool references. Like we mentioned the QB, like the Box Boy reference, but also they have a lot of references to like all the past Kirby games. And instead of them being like just a little collectible you see, you can put them on like the mech, and they'll appear in the levels, which is just so nice to see.
Yeah, no, it's I like the keychain mechanic, but I like the stickers a lot more, just like you said, even if they are functionally the same.
Yeah, well, functionally the same, minus the you can actually see the stickers in level.
Yeah, which is super cool.
Yeah, but no, it was really cool because along with having just randomized stickers like commons and stuff, it would be like a little gotcha pull. So like gambling.
We love gambling.
On top of that, if you like find a golden sticker, there's usually like special ones in each world that would give you like stickers for like bosses or like special characters in the Kirby series. So like there's just a lot of fan service with this game that I just really love to see.
Yeah, I like it too because it doesn't get to like I would say like Star Allies level where the fan service can be like a little much at points, you know.
Well, I feel like the fan service in this game is just a lot more natural because like Star always had it, but I don't know, man. It felt just way more in your face. Then also, that game in general, just like the levels were kind of boring to me. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I've never played Star Allies, but I've definitely seen like all the DLC with all the characters and stuff like that.
I mean, the DLC with the characters is nice, but like, it's cool for like all the extra mode content. Like, hey, there's a lot of extra content now. Doesn't really fix issues with the base game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but again, the fan service in this game is great because I like a lot of the callback bosses as well. I'm not gonna list all of them for spoilers, but one of them I think that's kind of neat is you're fighting with the jet in the game, or like kind of the jet mech, and then all of a sudden you're fighting this weird boss, and then it cracks out, and it's actually like Kabula from one of the previous Kirby games, or like an enemy that looks really similar to it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it does that.
Well, I think it's called like Core Copula in this game.
Yeah, I completely forgot that was a thing.
You know, it's really cool just because like they pull it out of nowhere, but it feels super natural just with like the whole robotic theme they went with.
Yeah,
There was another one like called the Hollow Defense API, which made hologram versions of like some of the other bosses in the game. Which like I just really love to see. The bosses in this game like had their own unique flavor to them, even if like functionally a lot of times they kind of felt the same.
yeah. I personally really like when they make use of like the bosses will like make use of like foreground stuff. I think a great example of that being like Clanky Woods. I almost called him the other word.
No, Connor.
Yeah, but like I love how he'll like the arena uses the 3D effects to the fullest. It's such a fun fight.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, because it's not even just like foreground and background, like it's a whole rotating stage.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like that's something I've seen with a lot of those like 2.5D platformers. They like to add that in to be like, hey, look at us guys, we're so creative. It's like this 2D thing, but it's actually 3D. It's something I've seen a couple of times, but it's nice.
You could say it's 2.5D.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I just said.
I know.
Yeah, Clanky Woods though, I do like it because, as well, you would expect just like the normal wispy woods, but when it actually grows some legs and starts chasing you, like it's actually really unique in that sense.
It's also like low-key kind of terrifying because you got this giant like metal tree like chasing you down with these giant like drill legs.
I do kind of remember there was a code cube attached to it as well, because like literally I think the first level of the game, there's a very missable code cube because Clanky Woods will start chasing you, and you're just trying to run to avoid him so you don't die. But what you're actually supposed to do, because you can do damage to him like the first time you encounter him before the major boss battle, you're supposed to take him out and then a code cube will spawn, which I thought that was kind of messed up to do to the goods. And like one of the beginning levels.
This is the real world.
Where Clanky Woods is gonna chase you.
And you gotta fight back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love the bosses so much in this game.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite Kirby game for a big like that's a big reason why.
Yeah, well, that and just the Robobot armor as well. I do think with that though, I do want to get into some concluding points that will also include some spoilers.
True.
So, if you guys enjoyed this video and you do have a way to play this game, I would advise you click off now. Thank you for watching, but please go play Kirby Planet Robobot. In my opinion, it is probably some of the best of the Kirby series.
Absolute cinema.
Yeah, but with that, we'll be going into my concluding points in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we were talking about fan service before, and I really did love seeing Dark Matter and Queen Tectonia return as bosses in the Meta Nightmare mode. It was hype.
Yeah, and you know, also the True Arena is super cool too.
Oh yeah. Well, then like Nova as well as final boss.
It's such a cool like thing for like a reference, but also like lore stuff.
Yeah, and then Galactonite showing up because he has nothing better to do for the 5th time.
I love the lore of that, of like or Galactonite gets summoned, immediately like kills the thing that summoned him, and then just gets beat and disappears. It really just like, at least to me, just reeks of like he's just like, oh, this shit again, fuck off.
You know that like Souls meme, and then that's like, and then Radon was the final boss again. I feel like that's what it is with Galactonite, but that's like actually been the case. Like Galactonite's actually just been like the secret final boss so many times now.
Yeah, it's watch though, it's gonna become, and then Morpho Knight was the secret boss.
Yeah, well, I mean, even then, Morpho Knight is just like Galactonite because there's like the little butterfly that like took over Galactonite.
Yeah, so it really is, and then Galactonite was the final boss.
Yeah, even when it's
holy
not
shit.
Galactonite, it still is.
You thought you were fighting Morphonite, but it was me, Galactonite.
Yeah. But now that I've mentioned the fun fan service things, because I love Kirby. Big surprise. Because that was really cool to see as a kid. Planet Robobot is, again, just probably the best of the Kirby series. And in general, these games are all very solid 2D platformers, and this one is genuinely amazing as well. Kirby is as adorable to control as ever. He feels great in this game. He doesn't feel too floaty. He feels very quick. I love the level design and structures, moving from the background to foreground, and also on top of that, all the extra abilities you have with the mech suit compared to the other gimmicks and like the previous two modern Kirby's with Return to Dreamland and Triple Deluxe. The Robobot feels more natural, and it feels like an evolved version of Kirby's abilities instead of just like you press one button and you see a cutscene. So I really enjoyed seeing that. And on top of that, I just love the whole theming of this game as well. They got really creative with the world in this game, and it makes it stand out among the Kirby series. If we ever got like a Forgotten Land 2 type deal, I'd love to see like kind of a robot themed Kirby game again.
Yeah. But if that's all you gotta say, then I think I'll move on to my concluding points, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be obviously sharing a lot of opinions with Brewer, but like I really do enjoy the like roboticized like aesthetic this entire game has. I think it's like it really lets the game stand apart and separate itself from like some of the other Kirby games which don't have like, you know, that huge of a gimmick. I think the mech mechanic, as I said, is just so well executed and really like makes the game like incredibly fun. And it is probably my favorite Kirby game as of now. Who knows, maybe Air Riders will take that down, because like Air Riders looks so good.
I will say with Air Riders, I do want to make a small prediction that I'm kind of hoping for. I don't think they've shown anything like this, but seeing how Susie's in the game, I want the Robobot armor to like be kind of a a mech you can ride, or like be one of the vehicles in the game.
It becomes like a, what are they called? Like the legendary machines.
Yeah, legendary machines.
Yeah, that would be
Please,
hype.
Sakurai. Please.
Please, Sakurai, I kinda need this.
Please, my Air Rider series has been kind of homeless for the past couple of decades.
But yeah, I just really enjoy Robobot. It's I have a few problems with it, but I can look past those because again, I love the like gameplay, I love the like bosses and combat and stuff like that, and I really love the characters, especially Susie. Like definitely probably my favorite Kirby character besides like probably like DDD or Taranza. I love Susie so much. She's the best.
Oh yeah, yeah. A very, very memorable character,
with that,
especially considering the lore behind her is actually kind of somewhat dark.
Oh yeah,
by
Kirby lore
standards.
can get Kirby lore can get dark sometimes.
And it's kind of funny.
It's
yay,
really funny.
look at all the cute Waddle Dees in Kirby. You will fight the Antichrist next.
True. One of my favorite like images is there's this reactor, like YouTuber reactor I watch called Hoodie Dude. He's so fucking funny. But one of the videos is just like a picture of Kirby, and like in red text, he solos Goku. It's such a funny fucking image.
I mean, hey,
man.
Death Battle, he did beat King Boo, so... Or Majin Buu.
You mean Majin
Yeah,
Buu?
Majin Buu, sorry, I don't know why I said King. Yeah, so...
You were Luigi's Mansion Pit.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe, just maybe, Kirby would solo Goku.
He probably would.
Maybe if he had the
honestly.
Super Smash Bros. Copy ability, he would.
What's that? It reminds me of those like versus wiki TikToks that have been like going viral recently.
Kirby's in 8C while Goku's at 7C or something. I don't know how Battle Wiki goes.
Fucking 7. Yeah, I don't know the math of it either, but it's really funny. But with that, I think we are done talking about Robobot.
Yeah, I think we are. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to maybe smash that like button with your little Robobot suit. And maybe comment if you enjoyed this game, or if you'd like to see it return in the future. Maybe get a remaster like Return to Dreamland did.
I would love that.
Oh yeah. But with that, we have been the Fetch Quest Podcast. Thank you for watching our video. You guys have a good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.